should bring the box.
Yeah, that'd be good. Ready?
Yeah. I think so, mate. Yeah. Let's move along.
Welcome
Hello.
to Red Wine Anytime, episode 38.
Oh, we're getting there now, you know.
Episode 38.
Wow.
50 this year. 50 episodes? Who'd have thought 50 episodes? That's bizarre. Looks like quite a busy show this week, guys.
Absolutely.
A full house as well.
It's possible.
Well done, us. Well
Well,
done.
maybe every week, but
Well done,
No,
us.
you're not.
I've only missed one. Don't be coming at me now.
Yeah, about
Packed.
And
Absolutely
you were
packed
upstairs.
show when they stop arguing in
bed.
the background. Are we ready? Oh, we like white, black as well. Like we've done
that's
that. Lots to talk about this week. None of it we are in any way qualified to comment on, but that's never.
We'll give it a go.
It's never stopped us in the past.
Oh, no.
We'll have a lunch at it and see what happens.
First of all,
Opinions.
we should begin.
Let's go for it.
You will notice, gentlemen, this week, after the roaring success of Snacks Too Hot to Eat,
Yes.
Jack and I were out shopping the other day and found some highly unusual, British or European origin snacks.
What are them ones?
So,
Pizza.
this week's snacks, so we're going to do like snack of the week, and it's not the best snack we found this week, it's just this week's snack.
That's what it is.
And this week's snack this week consists of a fairly standard
Doritos.
Extra flavour.
Doritos Extra Hot on this side of the table, and we started off nice and gentle because these are pretty random, like the further into the range you get, right? Calbee pizza chips.
Pizza chips.
Which
Look like
melty cheese flavour, right? Has anyone tried
I've
them
not
yet?
tried one yet, mate. No.
Oh my god.
Get away.
No, mate, like,
Are they actually really good?
No way. I don't. Pizza flavour.
they're gear.
Oh my god!
You know what they taste like? Have you
Pizza.
ever had the pizza Pringles?
No,
Yeah,
That's what they taste like.
that's off the charts.
they're pretty cool.
Right, so I'll go for another.
They've been sat on the side there now for nearly a week
That's
waiting
like
for the show.
8.5 out of 10.
I've got to admit, we need scores, don't we?
That is, mate. We need a chart.
Yeah.
We need a chart.
Snack chart.
Snap chart. Right, I'll do that at the back of the book.
Yeah, they're
So,
pretty
like,
good though.
Entertain
Wow.
the crowds while we.
Yeah,
get the
I mean,
snack
they're
chart.
amazing.
They got a very mild cheese. Like rather than cheese, there's cheddar in it.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a kick
You
at the
can
back.
taste
isn't
the
there?
ham
There's
as
a-
well.
Yeah. There's
And
a little bit of a...
bit of tomato.
They are really, really good.
Nice.
I'd give them a good score then, if I'm honest.
Right, so I'm gonna tell you what. And I'll bet you they were cheap as. I was going to say cheap as
No,
chips,
where the
but-
hell?
Cheap as chips.
Of course they were. They were less than a quid,
I
definitely.
was going to say probably because there's like 3 in them.
It's not a great deal,
Right,
is
so
it?
the snack chart needs to be like a long snack chart, doesn't it? So, let's
Snack
go
chart.
for Calbee
Pizza.
Double E. Calbee Pizza. From Lidl. Let's write this down. We can see which shops have got the best snacks. That's quite good,
The
isn't it?
best range.
From Lidl. Let's have a. I don't know exactly how much they were, but they're from Lidl, so they're going to be next
They're
to nothing.
cheap, yeah.
Let's have a value column. So let's say they were less than a quid. So the Doritos will have been like over a quid. They're going to be like
Yeah, they're
nearly 2 quid a bag. These are going to be like way under a quid.
Yeah.
So like what we're going to start doing is seeing how random we can get. We were talking about it earlier. When you're out and about and you see a frankly bizarre snack, which clearly is from the other side of the globe, pick it up, and what we'll do is we'll go
The
through these
Italian
snacks
flag
and
with
we'll have
Chinese
snack
flag,
of
you
the
know.
week.
Yeah.
These have got Japanese.
From
Let's see where they
Italian
are.
flag.
Please don't litter spell ITTAR.
please don't litter, man.
Kowloon, Hong Kong.
Kong.
Woo! Right, there you go.
Is that somewhere in Italy?
Nutritional information. Hong Kong's been officially banned by Trump anyway now, so like these are going to have to be rebranded and come from somewhere else. Right, so let's go for it. And I think what we'll do is we'll come up with like an overall score, right? Rather than
I'm liking them.
rather than
They are
like
pretty good, aren't
everybody
they?
score. Do you know what I mean? It's like because we'll just be here all day otherwise. Right, so Calbee pizza
Out of 40,
from
yeah.
Lidl,
Out of 40.
less than £1. Value out of 10.
I'd say they're pretty worthwhile. You know what I mean? I'd go
Yeah.
buy 2 bags for it
You do get a giant bag,
with minimal in.
but there's about this many crisps at the bottom. That's
Full of
literally the contents of that
Full
whole
of
bag.
Yeah.
So it's about, but I think you get more than like a normal bag of crisps. Anyway, value. What we're going to say out of 10?
Out of 10, we're not doing it out of 40, so 10.
No,
each, or just out of 10.
Well, we could actually do it out of 40.
Yeah,
couldn't we?
score out of
Because
40,
it's like score out of 40.
individual
okay, cool.
scores.
Yeah.
I'm going to say they are currently, based on nothing, I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10 for value.
For value.
Yeah,
I was going to say the same.
relatively cheap.
Yeah,
You just choose
relatively
through
cheap,
it.
quite nice.
I think I'd go 8.
Yeah.
8 across the board.
Collector,
Yeah, yeah.
36.
32. 4 8 to 32, mate.
Is it?
32.
No, yeah. Slow day today.
Right, okay.
Been looking at drawings all day.
No.
But they are very
There
nice.
we go.
I like
An overall value score of 32. Would we buy again?
Probably,
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Buy again.
pretty good.
Tick in that box. Right, Sam, there you go. I'll tell you what, we'll skip back to this in a while and we'll do the Doritos
do it,
later
yeah.
on. We'll munch on them for a little. Well, maybe we should do
They've
that.
been around for a while now, haven't they?
They've been out
Doritos.
for a while now
Yeah.
and no one's touched them. Everyone's eaten them now. So, snack of the week, tune in next week. We'll,
later.
We'll have some more random snacks next week and we'll give the Doritos a full shakedown later on. Dovey last weekend.
How'd it go?
Oh, mate! What a day! What a day!
Like the entire drive home was silent.
Yeah, totally
Put
silent.
some music on and just
Just chill out.
zone out, watch the road go
Just like
by.
afterglow. It was just full like that. It was so good. Managed to get
That's
almost
when
to the
you
end of
can
the
tell
day
it's
without
good,
hitting the wall, so that was
that
quite
was
good.
Very, both of us.
Didn't actually hit a wall
Bikes
as well.
okay?
Bikes
Yeah.
stayed great. Bikes are really good. Made a couple of changes in the morning. Made one change after lunch, and then it just got easier and easier to ride. Took less and less out of you. So it was like, oh, if I'd have come here with this setup, I'd probably still be riding at 3 rather than
Probably wouldn't have broke your ribs.
The place was absolutely chocker with like pros, celebs, literally all
Well, it was
over the place.
closed the week before, and everybody got
That's right.
rebooked.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
got
yeah.
credited.
Chill as fuck, chatting shit on the uplifts. Just it was super cool. Like literally all day. He's like, that's such a buddy, that's such a buddy, that's such a buddy, that's such a buddy. So you know we were talking about gearbox bikes last week, the new Atherton this lot.
Yeah.
Stood in the queue waiting for some lunch, which relatively short queue. G rocks up behind us. I'm like, that's a come on then, man. How trick is that gearbox bike? He's like, oh man. So I had a quick chat with G in the queue about gearbox bikes after doing it on the show last
Dan
week.
kind of came over as if to go, you
Yeah.
should stop talking now, mate. Stop it, please.
I think it could have been a little bit of that.
Silence.
Yeah,
But
come
they
over,
started
just
to
go,
They started to go like full public on it.
Yeah,
It was
believe
when
it.
he started talking about suspension geometry that Dan come over because he was like, well, what it is, like, it's how you make, and starts talking about suspension geometry. Then Dan rocks over and put his arm around him. I was like, I'm sure that's not the reason why he stopped talking, but that's what I love about Dovey, right? We stood behind another pro rider who you were like, that's
whatever her name's, some G-Mac, whatever, I can't remember the name of it.
There was
First
literally
name for me,
both
like.
Joneses.
Ben Deacon.
Ben Deacon.
Ben Deacon, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Who came up with
He's
Jono.
Brendog's crew, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he came up with Jono from South Wales.
Ah, right, okay.
So they were both up.
Both Joneses, all of the Evertons. Honestly, like it was just.
It's chocker.
It was chocker, but it wasn't. There was no long waits for the uplift, the queues for the
5
cafe.
minutes.
Do you know what I mean? It's like thinking that the place.
You
isn't
sat down,
affected.
and by the time you'd sat down, they went, Colin!
Yeah,
called
obviously,
for food, and it was like,
up for me then. But it was running like clockwork. The trails, though, man. Like I know there's been all the devastation, but the work they've not just fixed what was broken.
They've changed a lot as well.
Developed and
Like,
moved forward and
roads has
changed,
been
and you're
changed.
just like, it's honestly, in my opinion, the place has never been running better.
Well,
The trails are the
you
best
rode
they've
Super
ever
Super,
been.
haven't you?
Yeah.
So like, there's a bit where you
Whole top section's
you
changed.
split for 50 hits or
Yeah,
Super Super.
Super
You go
Super.
down, you do a corkscrew.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, rather than going into this little forest bit where
Right,
there used to be a
gotcha.
load of
Yeah,
turns,
yeah.
there's this big long right hand U-turn,
Yeah.
and it switches into
Big
another one,
high
and another
back
one,
turn,
another
and
one.
another
Major
one.
switchbacks after each other,
Yeah.
and they just go down and down.
So they've taken away that
Yeah.
forest bit completely.
Yeah,
that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And now it's
gnarly
just
little bit.
switch back, switch back, switch
Right.
back, switch switchback,
but
where it's
like
like
big
high
corkscrew
G.
turns, like
Oh,
it literally is a super sweeper.
Mate,
And that drops you right at the bottom of Lovey Dovey.
unreal, you know.
And the changes
Yeah,
it
it's
makes,
like, legs.
changes it makes to Lovey Dovey as well are just like, oh my,
See, I could have rode Super Sweeper all day.
dude, I still can.
And with them changes that you said, that
I rode
even more appealing.
Lovey Dovey, Super Sweeper, Lovey Dovey, Super Sweeper, like all day.
Gone on for you. I don't know when that went.
Wrong.
I've only just seen it.
Late night.
Right.
Technical
Sorry
difficulties.
about that.
Sorry about that. He's not done that for a while. It's not a couple of shows.
Because we're all back here.
Dovey, honestly, mate, unbelievable.
Cool photos.
The guy at Turnip Towers, had a nice chat with him on the car park while you were off doing your first one after lunch. He got some absolute belters, and I'd said to him, was like, man, like, big fan, always like try and get some pictures if you're here when we're here. So went on, downloaded a load of pictures, bought some pictures. If you ride at Dovey and you see the man with the camera and you go on and you download the whole, you go and screenshot the clip where it says, Turnip Towers watermarked across it, do the guy a favour. If you like the picture, go and spend £4 and buy it.
Not that
Do you know
much.
what I mean? Support him. Do you know what I mean? He's there taking pictures, making
as well.
making us look frankly better than we are.
Yes, he's there in the
The
rain.
pictures he's got of me just like that.
I know, see
Stuff
him.
like that. I look like I know what
Stood
I'm
there
doing.
with the camera in the rain with an umbrella, just like
And
that.
like when you download the images and zoom in on them, like they're crystal clear, they're pin sharp. And I know he's taken like a load of pictures of me on a jump, and he's gone through them and picked out the one. And so it's like there's a lot of effort goes into just generating those pictures. The thumbnails.
You've got to know what you're doing to be a photographer.
So support him. If Turnip Towers are there, he's a lovely bloke. If you see him pointing the camera at you, do yourself a favour, find out where the pictures are, go and have a look at them, spend £4. Make it worth his while.
Big up Turnip
Big up Turnip Towers. Ian, I've copied him in on the post I did the other day. He's liked it also. We'll name check him. Great guy, really, really nice guy as well. Do you know what I mean? You spotted his push bike, didn't you?
Yeah, he's got a little special.
Turnip Towers are here like that. So, and as well, like he's got some great pictures of me and you in the car park and all that lot before,
Working on the
in the
bikes.
pits and stuff like where.
When his three
Like,
tyres
me and him like both doing something, and we'd never get that picture of us.
Not at all. No.
Do you know what I mean?
Because you're doing it, you're not taking
So yeah,
the time
loving
out.
your work. Friend is an
Great stuff, mate.
official friend of the show. Friend of the show. Turnip Towers.
Definitely.
Loving your work, mate. Thank you. So yeah, we've talked about gearbox bikes with G Averton. The S200G is now a thing. They're starting to market it. It's very open.
It's not the G, it's the S200G is the gearbox.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're doing the S200 as well.
Oh, sorry, I meant A200. A200G is now an actual model.
Yeah.
And
They're
they've
producing
started,
it.
they're talking about it. They're prototypes
it's
that
coming
are
out,
doing
like actual
full racing season. So there's the Gates belted purse, right? So Gates make the drives, the gearbox drives and the belts and all that, because Gates make belts.
Pinion make
bits
the
and bobs of
gearboxes.
gearboxes. So Gates are the drive manufacturer, and they have offered a prize of €100,000 to the first manufacturer to put a belt drive bike on the top step of the UCI podium.
Oh, it's going up there then, realistically, isn't it?
So with this year's field being a bit smaller because of what shit going on, fewer riders, fewer manufacturers. There's now, I think, four
teams,
4 factory teams running Gates drives this year. One of them's Allerton. Intense is the other one.
AOT.
Aeon it is.
Aeon, sorry, which is
and there's
Reece
the
Wilson's.
there's another one as well. The name escapes me. But there's
Begins with a G, doesn't it?
Zero.
No, they're not a UCI team. They don't give bikes to the UCI.
Zeroed?
They don't. Yeah, they just produce bikes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's another team.
There is
I'm
another
sure
team.
there's 4 teams.
There's 4 teams.
I know Intense Factory Racing are doing
Averton's.
it. Averton, Aeon, and I can't for the life of me think of the other one. We'll look into it. But so there's 4 teams in a reduced field with fewer riders, fewer teams. So
High
the chance of
chance
somebody. I get why all these manufacturers have now like, right, okay, $700,000. boom, well, it was on our development list
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
And all
It's
the
going to cost us
reasons,
less to do it.
all the reasons that we were talked about in the van in terms of like,
Simple
no, it makes
as.
sense for Allen because of their manufacturing process. It's just a case of redesigning one lug.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Slight geometry changes.
As well as the pivots.
You've got Dave Weagle, suspension genius, making sure that because the rear linkages have all had to be slightly changed, that's all going to
They've got a high
articulate
pivot now,
properly.
haven't they?
And they've got a high pivot. And it's like they were the people that were always going to make it work quickest and best
And effective.
and
yeah.
effective. And I think they have stolen the march because everybody else's have got like quite a long manufacturing lead time because of the way they manufacture
The
frames.
roads have been
work.
making them for years.
Yeah,
like,
no,
like,
yeah. And
in the
the roads
back.
they're cheap.
Yeah, well,
We
they're
priced them up on the
Yeah,
way back from Dublin.
It's like $7,000.
Wow.
For
a downhill bike.
For a downhill bike with 40s, a rear fox end, and what is it? The smart shifter, which is the wireless one. So it's like no cables. Otherwise, you've got the grip shifts.
Yeah, yeah.
But like,
So like
just
standard
show your
trail
base.
bike,
Just show your base.
standard trail bike,
Wow.
£4,000
With all of that.
with train drive, with all of that, but you know, Fox suspension, £4,000. Like in a world of ridiculous bike pricing, that seems incredibly sensible. Do you know what I mean? And I genuinely believe these gearbox bikes, they're the future. The future.
Brandon,
It's
happens
the
with it?
only thing in
Let it go.
cycling that has never had a revolution. We've always had a chain. We've always had and changing gear has always been at the back. Blah 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 blah. This is an actual step change.
Well, we were looking
know
at
what I
it
mean?
on the way back, weren't we? And the
Branch on the tree, innit?
it's the actual gearbox itself has 20,000. It was either kilometers or hours of actual shift time. So it's not like I'm pedaling the bike and I've done 20k and then I need to change the shifter. No. Once the shifter itself has done 20k of shifting,
20,000 shifts.
you then you have to change the oil in it.
Change
That's
the gearbox.
it.
And that is it.
That's it.
Wow.
A belt,
All you have to do.
A belt should be good for 30,000 hours of use.
Your oil will go before the belt.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's like no rear mech, no cassette. You can use the same hubs. No chain,
No cables.
no maintenance, no cables, no. Do you know what I mean? It's like the one thing that fucks up on mountain bikes because of the environment they're in is the drivetrain. It's fallible. Do you know what I mean?
Full of gunk.
But now, not anymore.
Wow.
Most people, like the first bit of feedback is like, best thing is right. You get it out the van, you put it away, and then you get it out. And you go ride it.
Well, yeah,
you don't have to muck about because all your maintenance is drivetrain.
No checks.
All your maintenance.
Somebody did 10. One of the blokes who tested it on this review thing we were looking at did 10 hours of riding like flat.
Right.
You know how much the battery went down?
None.
Nothing.
The battery's only there for the actuators to shift gears in the
Nothing.
gearbox.
The battery-
All it does,
right.
it doesn't add anything.
The battery lasts ages, mate. Absolutely ages.
So move forward.
So it's not doing any pedal assist.
No.
No.
So
That is
step
just
forward, right?
totally
nothing.
What you'll now have is pedal assist with integrated chain drive.
Right.
So like
That's next
the
level.
whole thing will be. It won't just be like motor thing. It'll be like integrated motor and gearbox with belt drive.
Alright.
At that point, it's like,
That's
oh
just-
my
yeah.
god! And the gearboxes themselves
Basically
are like
got a motorbike.
43
That's
or
a different
44
level,
or
like-
42, so you can tell it how many gears you want.
Right.
You don't have to have like all of them. You can have as few of them or as many as you want. And it's a 4x3, so it's almost like infinitely variable gear ratio.
Yeah, the picture's quite cool.
Honestly,
showing
it's
you- showing you.
unbelievably
Wow.
good. It's definitely the future
Oh,
of
the
mountain
future.
biking.
Pretty
Ratios and
much,
that.
yeah. You can have a downhill bike with a short gear ratio and then take your downhill bike to a very short trail centre and have more gears.
Just use all gears.
Jump-
Yeah.
you can do
I think it's factory selected the number of gears that
Well,
you have.
You can connect your phone to it.
Oh yeah, there's an app. Yeah.
Check the battery. I think you can you can do some sort of modifications on it, and it's like
That's crazy.
you know what I mean. It's ridiculous.
How many gears do you want?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Click, 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 click.
Wow.
Off you go.
future of
Yeah, so
downhill.
Ruben was at Dovey the Saturday. We went on the
Sunday,
Sunday. The other great thing about it was, gets out the van at the car park, walking towards the back of the van, look up, right, and there's Scott, who we bought his Trek.
Oh, yeah,
his
okay,
downhill bike
right,
off,
yeah.
who was like part of the OG crew when when I started
GT
mountain biking
rider.
35 years
Yeah,
ago.
next one.
He's like, right, cool, no, fucking hell, no way. He's like that, you'll never guess who's here. Dean. So there was me, Justin, Dean, Mike Overend, and Scott. And these are the forefathers of my 35-year mountain bike love affair. And like Dean doesn't do social media, so so it's difficult to keep up with him. And you know, and like literally laying eyes on him. I see him in Scott's posts from Morsey and bits and bobs, but I've not actually had contact with him like for about 30 years. There he is with his son getting out of the cars like that. The OG, like the Dean Ratcliffe like that. Mate, if you're watching, such a pleasure to see you. Got to do like a little bit of riding, did a lap. Then we kind of went off and did our own things, but man, honestly, it was proper. Like, he's never got bored of it. I've never got bored of it. We're still doing it, and we're still doing it in the same way. He's now downhilling, I'm downhilling. He's there with his kid, I'm there with mine. It's just like, honestly, man, it's like it just keeps giving. It just keeps giving. It really does. And I was like, I fucking love this sport. Like I said on my post, I love the people within it, and I love the places it takes us all to.
And it keeps giving.
And it's 35 years of never letting me down. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's never a time where you go somewhere, even if the riding's shit, where you don't go, I'll tell you what though, it was a laugh for this, or it was a laugh for that.
It's just a laugh.
Do you know what I mean? There's always a bit of it.
Even if it was a bad ride, it was like when you slipped off and almost knocked yourself out on the bloody rock.
Hilarious, do you know what I mean? It's, so, mountain biking, thank you.
Please don't leave us.
Yeah, please don't leave us. So yeah, I saw Ant was there, Rawlinson, not seen him for ages. Dean Scott, the usual. So honestly, it literally was. It's exactly what I needed after last year.
It's
properly lit the fire back underneath me. Do you know what I mean? I actually fell a bit in love with the V10. Started to make
he was happy with it.
Oh mate, honestly, what
big
a
massive
thing.
grin for
What
the
a thing. Just like
taking its time.
So like you can take off the big rock drop at the top of Lovey Dovey, like full chat now, and he just goes.
Doesn't bounce,
so much confidence. You literally land and just go and just keep going and keep
what you
going.
needed.
Changing the handlebar position thanks to Jack, and I honestly was like that. Felt like I've been riding it for 10 years. Felt like I've been riding someone else's bike for the last year, and then all of a sudden felt like I've always had it. It was just like
that's
that.
Good.
Finally, started making some landing ramps. It was like, yes, we are now rolling. So whilst we were there, you were in Scotland.
Yeah, I stayed at the. Me and Hal went up to Scotland to Loch Lomond. Stayed at the Oak Tree Inn, which was all good. Stayed in a nice pod there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we had dinner there the first night, and I got a haggis burger.
Oh,
it's like double stacked haggis. But the star of the show was the sauce that came with it. The peppercorn sauce.
Oh, there you go.
They had these big fat chips, and I didn't even take a bite of the burger. I just went like, oh, let's give this a go. Went like that, and I went, that is ridiculous. Took a bite of the chip and went, that's ridiculous. Helen looked at me and went, what do you mean? Is it bad? I said, no, that is the best thing I've ever tasted.
Unreal.
Umami. It was meaty. It was delicious. The burger was alright, the chips were dead.
Peppercorn sauce.
Peppercorn sauce was off the chain. Off the chain. So that was all good. Then the next day we did a cruise on the lock there, which was all good. Thought we was going to get hijacked.
Yeah.
Did you see that? All these jet skis coming out. Like, what the hell's going on here? Like, a video of this just in case. But yeah, no, I think they were just running out to give a show. It was cool. Yeah, it was all good. And then we climbed up Conic Hill.
Okay.
On Sunday morning, which was good. Wasn't too busy while we were going up, but coming down, got real busy. The amount of people going up. But yeah, beautiful place. Loved it.
Scotland is one of my favourite
places. We did a distillery tour as well.
Which one did you go? Glengoyne, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Tasted 3 whiskies, which were really nice. Didn't buy anything though.
Pricey?
Yeah, a little bit. There was a bottle there, 50
It was like a 5, 10 and a 20, did you try it?
No, a 10, 18, 21 and 25. Okay. The 21 was my favourite. Yeah. But we went into the shop, and in a glass case there's a 50-year-old bottle of their whiskey. Oh, guess how much?
500 quid.
3 figures. 4 figures.
22.5 grand.
Whoa!
5 figures.
A bottle.
A bottle.
Oof.
Just sat there in a glass case.
The feeling's depth. Hearing about it, you know what I mean?
Some dude bought a bottle last year. He was mega loaded, obviously. Came with an entourage just to buy this bottle of whiskey. and then he bought every single bottle down the line, so he spent about 50 grand on whiskies. Then went and jumped on his private jet.
For the sake of it.
But yeah, it was good.
Hey, if you could.
They were nice,
That's a proper millionaire, that.
all nice whiskies, and the girl that did the tour was really good. So yeah, enjoyed it. Had a good weekend.
Big up Glenn Goyne, good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else have we got? Oh, I don't even know if Paul watches the show, but very, very good friend of mine, also mountain biking family. His daughter Kat is the one doing crankworks and stuff in Australia.
Right.
She and him, hope the rest of Tobin and Andrew coming over as well, are over in the summer because apparently she's competing at the Nationals in Fort Bill. So as soon as he gets a plan together, he's going to let us know what it is. And he's never been to Dyfi, he's never been to some of these other new bike parks. So we're going to take him out, we're going to do some riding. I'm going to give him my V10 for the duration, because I don't think he's going to be able to bring a bike over. Kat is now sponsored by Forbidden. So she's doing super well. Now Paul's a rider. I'm like, Paul rides stuff, and I'd be like, no, there's no way I'm riding that. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, poof, he's tasty. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He was saying like that. Cole, honestly, mate, some of the shit she's riding now, I look at and cringe. I'm just like, do you know what I mean? I was like, really? You? He's like, yeah, seriously, man. I'm like that. Wow. But I'll keep up with her on the socials, and she's genuinely flying. Genuinely proud of it. Mate, honestly, living the dream. And if you're watching, can't wait to see you, can't wait to see the family, can't wait to ride a bike with you, man, chat shit, do all that kind of stuff.
Do all that.
And like I say, quite happy to take the V10 go on your tour. I know he's got some places he wants to ride, some people he wants to see. So yeah, that'd be amazing. Really, really good. Ruben looking good on his videos from Dyfi as well, riding the pro line, doing the big old jumps. Still can't say anything more, but
it's all looking good.
I know, I saw the dialogue. Yeah. Good job,
yes.
Tim, Ruben, the whole family.
Big up, man.
Nailed it. Really made up. Honestly, you can't contain the grin. Right, I've not tried these yet. I know this is going to go badly wrong.
They're all right, I reckon.
They're all right.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a kick.
Are you spicy as the other ones?
About the same.
I'm alright then.
They are spicy, but they're all right, I reckon.
They're alright.
Keep me answering.
I do prefer the other ones. They've got the texture for them that is better to go with the heat to them.
I don't know why.
But
I'll give it a
I
try.
prefer the texture of the other ones.
the Cheerios we had last time.
I can't remember what they were. They were supposed to be something, but they ended up looking like knick-knacks.
Yeah, they look like knick-knacks, yeah.
Not spicy.
Don't you think?
No.
It's more of a flavour of spice.
I thought they were all the same flavour.
Quite cardboardy though.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm burning up already.
That's Doritos for you.
No. So, let's turn our attention to things the other side of the Atlantic. Big news all week, really, and then we'll get on to Formula One, and we'll get on to UFC. Because there's actually some quite cool stuff coming out of Formula 1 at the moment. I've just got, it just says Elon Musk, Donald Trump. So it's like, discuss. Now the Commander-in-Chief has been sworn in, has been inaugurated. He is the President of the United States again. Honestly, has he got out of jail free card? Do you know what I mean? Good job. Mate. Actual good job. Well done.
Yeah.
I can't necessarily say that I agree with some of his policies and views and politics.
There is some that do.
Game is game.
Interest.
However, you can't help but go like that, right? So what's your only option? They're not going to jail. They'll become President of the United States.
Yeah.
Right, sound. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And what did he do?
I tried staying out of jail by becoming President of the Students' Union.
Never happened.
Do you know what I
mean? Didn't work though.
Got nicked. Ran for President. Won. Well,
Still
97% of the staff were broke, something like that. But then still went to jail, unfortunately. Right, so where do we start with Donald Trump?
I don't know. Where do you start?
So TikTok's back on.
Yeah, it went off for about a day in the US, didn't it?
And then
he
Trump
got it and immediately
he was
went.
like, I want it back.
Yeah.
Right, I came back.
1,500 executive orders. That's what I've
got. It's crazy.
1,500
and the amount of pardons he's given out as well.
People who've been in jail for ages. I've got a pardon.
America, you are allowed to attack federal buildings, cause damage, rioting, attacking the Secret Service and the security services, and as long as it's in Donald Trump's name, you'd be fine.
Anything
You're
else?
absolutely fine.
Go into prison.
You know what I mean? You'd be fine. If it's for any other reason, though, normal laws apply. So it is literally like one rule for them and one rule for anybody else.
It was
already.
Changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
What?
I see it.
It's happened.
It's changed.
No longer, so the Gulf of Mexico that's in every single map,
Gulf of
history,
America.
geography, like
Gulf of
currently in
America.
print around the world, is now no longer the Gulf of Mexico.
When he announced that, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton were sat there. She just cracked up laughing.
Her head and started
as soon as he
laughing,
announced that, she just cracked up laughing.
I think it has happened.
The Gulf of America.
The
How
Gulf
do you
of
rename
America.
an ocean? So, whose ocean is it?
It is North America.
Well, it's now America's, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not all America because it's like it borders other countries.
But and the other one is the Panama Canal,
which isn't in any way
but he's taking it back. Because the Chinese are now sailing up and down it. So the Panama, you're not allowed to do that no more.
Oh, bloody hell, he's doing a lot.
We're having it back.
You can have TikTok back, but not go
taking your ocean.
Panama Canal.
Yeah. That's what the
my God.
the Panama government are allowing the
So
Chinese
instead of
to
cutting
sail up and
across
down.
now, right, they have to go,
So he's now like, I'm claiming it back.
Setting up borders.
No, you're not allowed to do that.
Expand.
He's declared a state of emergency on the southern border.
Yes, he has.
He's doing a lot, isn't he?
And clearly the man who studied his biology quickly and probably somewhere not in like an institution for education because, well, I get it in some ways, but I don't know whether it's like politically correct because it's like, no, there are two genders. You find out what it is when you're born.
That's right.
And that's it.
Full stop.
Do you know what I mean?
I think that's as far as we can go with it.
That's what he said.
Anyway,
we all have our opinion and we all have our views on that.
That's a bit black and white, but I can't even say that in a conversation.
No, without someone going.
All right, so
yeah.
I think we'll skip over that.
Anyway,
he's let all the rioters off. He's allowed TikTok back in.
Yep.
He's decreed that they're going to put a man on Mars.
Yep, he's going to make Elon Musk even richer.
He said that they will. And
they will.
No matter what happens, there will be a man on Mars.
We chose to go to Mars not because it was easy.
There will be an American flag planted on Mars.
Yes.
That's what he says. So he's
going to
make Elon Musk.
He's going to claim Mars as
of course he is.
Now's the time to be a CGI man. You know what I mean? Start making.
Right, so if all of a sudden there starts being like videos of someone like one giant leap for man, blah blah, right? That's definitely CGI, and it's definitely fake because it's something to do with Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Unless there's like a European mission lands 100 feet of it away to verify it. Do you know what I mean? No, sorry, mate. Sorry, mate.
With Elon along there, with his,
Oh, so that's the thing.
rocket ships and all that.
Elon owns SpaceX, isn't he? He is SpaceX, so like.
He's rubbing his hands together, man. He's going,
he's made his connections, he's done what he needs to do, and it's like, it could be possible. Yeah. It'd take a while.
Our Elon, is that the same Elon that's renaming...
What now?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Because he's renamed Twitter to X.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Well, all I'm going to do is say, says the man that did not just one, but two Nazi salutes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
yeah. Because
after his speech, one to the crowd.
He said my heart.
And one to the flag. Like,
he said
come on!
He turned around and it to the people behind as well, but then he made out that he was giving them.
Yeah,
my heart goes out to you.
My heart goes out to you.
That's
right.
Yeah,
So, why the flat hand
we're
though?
recording here.
Why the flat hand though? I get that. Like my heart, it should have been goes out to you. I give it open hand, not.
This is your demonstration.
Wrong. Wrong. I'm sorry. I can't do it here with
You've just done it
with the 100 people that watch us, right?
This is education.
Absolute. So look how absolutely horrified you two are by me copying and demonstrating, right? He does it on a global stage.
live.
Look how abhorred you lot all are by me doing it. Do you know what I mean?
We saw
I am not
reviews,
associated with him.
I'm not associated with
We
him.
saw Aussie Man and his video.
Yeah,
what he did.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Right, so he does one. He's like, yeah, oh well.
He's a
that's
strange
bit," and
guy,
then he
he's a
does
bit
it
awkward.
twice. Well, what the fuck?
Yeah, even Aussie Man got up and left.
Well,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
He done something
Look how
fucking wrong.
shocked all you lot were then at me replicating
Yeah,
what he did. And the difference between giving,
Replicating.
right, the
they're
difference
trying
between
to say
giving
because he's
open-handed and
socially-
saluting is completely different. Do you know what I
But
mean?
they're saying because he's socially
Inept.
dysfunction, autistic. They're saying, well, that's
Just
that's
like,
what he's
bottom of the
doing.
line, Elon, lad, if you meant it or you didn't, just pack it in, lad.
Yeah,
like,
just
you know what I mean?
Just stop.
Yeah.
Whether,
Pack it in. Just
whether
pack
you're
it in.
autistic or not, you know that's
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, just don't.
You know what I mean?
Like,
It's not like, oh,
like
I might
it-
be able to get away with. Oh, I didn't.
They're just not.
Oopsie.
it's one of them, it's like, as soon as you do that on the public stage, as soon as you reach the
There's
peak,
somebody
it's
in that
like-
earpiece in his ear going, "What the fuck? Do not do that again!" And like, boom, there you
Did
go.
you see
but
his
like-
Twitter post as well, where
If he does it once and like goes back, it's kind of like, oh, he knows what he's done, so that's
Shit.
probably why he continued on.
and then he had the cheek to
no.
post on Twitter saying, "I get so much hate on this app." Why do you think? It's not just an
That's a
You're
solution.
a
mate.
tit.
Yeah.
All the political parties are available.
This is our personal-
Our opinion is not in any way
No.
qualified or backed up
There
by
is no
facts.
opinion here.
It's just
And your Teslas are shit.
four people just shocked that someone can throw an archie salute all night.
And get away with it.
A legend, lad.
And it's going to Mars.
Oh my god! Right,
The
so
American flag down. Fuck.
That's not the American flag.
it'll be the what's its name flag, won't it? Next, the fucking
The not to be mentioned.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'll get some wine.
I think you better. I think you better.
it's bad
Because
that
they're
way.
just like, wow.
Oh, no,
I didn't think we were going to go that far, but we did.
Well, it's not much you can really do to prevent.
It's frankly shocking either way. I don't think the camera might move, but it's frankly shocking either way, and it's not something that. Not something we can get behind. It's not something we can condone.
No.
All we can do is be as shocked.
You've got free will, however, don't use it like that. There's much better ways
Should
to use
also
free
have
will.
common sense. Do you know what I mean?
Which we discussed the other week is not so common.
Right?
No,
and
no,
it's
absolutely
right,
not.
Common sense. It's like you
Common
can't
sense.
just assume it. It's
Nah.
not given. Do you know what I mean?
Because
Yeah.
you
You
amount
can
of-
don't it?
Do
Lack
not
of
drink
common
the
sense.
contents of your battery.
Signed Elon Musk.
Sorry, Elon Musk. Yeah.
Drink the contents of your battery.
Right. So, are we done?
Yeah.
I think we should probably move on, don't you?
Before we get shut down.
We'll get banned from America. They'll be like,
Whatever.
If you're not already.
Redline
At least we might be get a bit famous from it.
Redline anytime will no longer be available in America. I apologise for that.
Yeah.
It's Elon's fault.
Ah, well.
Our Elon.
Elon.
Right, so let's move on to sports, shall we? I'll cross Trump off just so we don't trip over him. Let's do sports. Seeing as we haven't had a sports dash for a while, Dan, do you want to do sports dash?
UFC.
UFC, take us back.
It was a big one this weekend, wasn't it?
Islam Makhachev.
Held the title.
Fair play. Sorry, Yukon got a back injury on 1 day's notice. Renato Moicano stepped in.
1 day
Oh, yeah.
notice.
1 day
Day
notice.
before the fight, he took
He
the
got-
fight.
Yeah, he got absolutely twisted up, but fair play, you know what I mean?
Kahunas to take
Yeah,
the fight
yeah,
against
yeah,
the
yeah,
champ
yeah.
on a day notice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, bad boy, like.
Yeah,
Good on
yeah,
And the other title fight, Merab versus Urban Magomedov.
Both of
Merab just toyed with him the whole
Took the
fight.
mick out of him.
Decision, just fully decision, just
Wow.
no question. But it's history. He's probably the first man to beat a Dagestani in a title fight from that family, certain family ever.
And embarrassed him as well.
Yeah,
didn't
and embarrassed
didn't just
him, yeah.
beat him, took the mick out of him, went for a tackle, slipped him up, and then pointed at him. pointed at him while he stood up and he's on the floor. He pointed at him and laughed.
Speaking of embarrassing. Didn't Paddy the Baddy go and show that dude in Manchester?
Oh yeah, I saw the clip of that.
Oh, that
nearly killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't let go, would he?
Well, no,
He was tapping.
The conditions for the fight, gentleman's agreement, was we're going to have a straightener, settle the beef, and no taps. It's either I go out or you go out, or we get pulled from each other because it's gone too far. As you said, Paddy was losing stand in the game.
He was.
Yeah.
Paddy's jiu-jitsu it's he's a ranked UFC fighter. Yeah.
He won his last fight with bang, you know what I mean?
Stupid.
Yeah, got him in a choke.
Careful who you pick a fight with, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Went up to Manchester, done him in his own gym, and left.
Speaking of careful who you pick a fight with, didn't the bloke that Tommy Fury was supposed to fight but shit himself, Darren Till, did he clean out his opponent?
Round 6. He was.
How much of you wishes that was actually Tommy Fury?
I don't reckon he'll fight him now.
No.
Yeah.
Anthony Taylor just
have
fair
you
play
seen the clip?
taking the fight.
Have you seen the clip?
No, I've not seen the clip. No.
He's throwing
You'll
a
have
few.
to see it after.
He's
It's
throwing a
brilliant.
few punches. He steps back. His opponent steps in. Darren Till puts his arms down and just goes dink and uppercuts him, and he just goes.
People don't realise Darren Till is not. He's serious. He was undefeated in the UFC and he lost. The only fight he lost, up until then, was the title fight against prime Tyron Woodley, which was an absolute beast.
Yeah.
So you've got to give it to him. And it's like people forget he wasn't a joke.
His standing game seems pretty good, you know what I mean? He beats somebody, and now Tommy Fury to kind of avoided him, you know what I mean? And then Darren Till slated Tommy and John on Twitter, because John was like, if you want to fight Tommy, apologise. So Darren was like, okay, I'll apologise for the fact that your head's fat. And that you look like a squashed cat, you know what I mean, and a whole bunch of stuff. It's like you want to fight me. I'm not doing anything for you.
Yeah, stop talking.
Saw Conor McGregor with them two clowns as well.
It's funny though.
All they're doing writing their script.
Basically,
What they just get is a script writing session.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sod off.
Definitely. Anything else happening in the world of sports, UFC that we need to know about? Okay. KTM that were going bankrupt.
They were,
Their investors have managed to pledge 900 million euros.
What?
So where did they get that from?
Well,
down the back of the couch?
I don't know. Investors be investors, isn't it? Like that, investors. So, the downside of being an investor is if the business you're invested in needs money, you're the first people to ask for it. You're an investor.
Yeah, you're on the ball.
But you're also the first person to get paid when the company's in profit. So 900 million. I mean, they've got 3 billion worth of debt, but they've got 900 million euros. But it's enough for them to go forward and restructure and actually have operating capital. So KTM might not be going away.
Hopefully not.
No.
Might not be going away.
Good news, I
Right,
suppose.
Very good news. Speaking of the world of
Motorsport.
big numbers, all the rumours this week, Max Verstappen with a £1 billion contract to go to Aston Martin.
I think what it is because you read it, some of it, and they're saying like it transferred. You know, like in football, it's a transfer. It's $1 billion. It's not.
A loan.
I just think because isn't his contract up at Red Bull 26?
It's a lifetime. It's a lifetime deal, basically.
No, but what I'm saying is Red Bull contract's got to be coming to an end soon, hasn't it?
2026.
2026. And that's what they're talking about. They're not talking about they're going to take him from Red Bull. It's at the end of his contract, they're going to get Aston Martin are going to offer him a contract.
Like, here's an offer.
Yeah.
But the way the media and some of the posts you see, it's like
we're going to give you
a transfer. We're going to take him away from Red Bull.
Like it's now.
Aston Martin
exactly.
Vehemently denied any of this. All
without a doubt.
Which means it's usually true.
Yeah.
Certainly in Formula 1.
In the world.
It's not like a £1 billion contract. What it is, it's like, no, you come to us and you stay with us for the rest of your
if you go back to our podcast and you go back weeks and weeks, didn't we say about Max going to...
Probably somewhere.
We might have mentioned
I think we might have done.
I think we might have. The way they have recruited, though, they've literally recruited the cream of the crop from the rest of the Formula 1.
And you can see season 26-27.
So Max
big
has
season
very
for
publicly stated
He's
very publicly stated that he's going to stay with Red Bull for at least one season of the rule changes to see how they get on. Right. Which will be the same as every other team that doesn't have an Adrian Newey. badly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? History shows that whenever there's a big rule change, Adrian Newey's car is successful. Whichever team he's at that time, it's successful.
He knows what to do.
The engine partner that he works with now is going to Aston Martin, so he'll still be working with Honda. Red Bull will be running their own engines that they've been developing over the years with Honda these last couple of years, which will be based on a Ford engine, and they'll be like main title sponsor. At that point, everything's up for grabs. A load of contracts come up, and you could see Max go to Aston Martin, but he probably won't go anywhere else after that, because he's going to be a dad this year, and he's got more money than he can spend. So for him,
he might do a bit of Lewis Hamilton and for him, Ferrari for the last.
It's not important to him. It's not important to him.
Come that time when he gets to 32, 33, 34, it might be.
It's not. What's going to be important to him is fucking off Formula 1 and being a dad.
Yeah.
Because Kelly's pregnant, it's due this year. He probably won't win another championship at Red Bull at the moment, unless they are really lucky next year.
Yeah.
Then his next chance is the rule changes, but there's no Adrian Newey. So when he looks at the Aston Martin destroying the field, right, then he'll go, fuck it, I'm going there. And as long as Adrian Newey's there, I'm staying there. Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen, Adrian Newey design cars, unlimited budget.
As Fernando said that at the end of 26, that's him done.
Don't know, I've not seen that.
I think so. I saw that a couple of weeks ago.
But in terms of like, if you were ever going to stand a chance of winning the championship, it's like that's your one, in it. Do you know what I mean?
Aston
Martin, like give it just one last go in it. With that,
honestly,
team,
just be like,
Aston Martin have gone all in, and they're moving forward.
He's not going to get paid £1 billion to or €1 billion or dollars or whatever. It's like, no, this is, and that'll be like an ambassadorship. And that'll be the whole thing.
Even once you've left the F1,
when you consider his earnings at the moment, that represents between 5 and 7 years of earnings, max. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Currently, and that's from his first championship through to his last championship, and it's exponential earnings. So if that continues, his next 5 years of earnings will be double what his first 5 years of earnings were.
Yeah.
I think it'll be double. But anyway, but you get what I mean. So like at the point where he moves, £1 billion is like, actually in the big scheme of things, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's and he doesn't race for money. He's already got more money than he can ever spend, and his dad's Jos Verstappen and blah 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 blah. He doesn't need the money. It's not about the money. It's about Max Verstappen. And as soon as he gets bored of racing or something, he'll always race, but as soon as something else more important comes along, he's gone, and he's about to become a dad.
So there you go.
Honestly, he's not going to be in this sport for a long time. He's not going to be doing a Lewis Hamilton happy birthday 40th year. I'm going to Ferrari. He's going to be like that. Fuck you. Thanks. I've got everything I wanted out of it. I'm now the undisputed. I've got more money than I can spend.
I don't need to prove anything.
I'm still only like 35, 36. It's like that. Fucking bye.
I'm going to go enjoy my winnings.
Screw you guys.
The life I've made for myself.
You know what these sportsmen are like?
Nah,
they don't want to give up, mate.
That's the thing. He's not your average sportsman. He's not.
If he was to walk away, he'd be back within a year.
I don't think he would.
Depends
I don't think he'd have walked away if he thought he'd come back. He's not that driver.
No.
Brilliant piece of news came out this week. I mean, there's a load of Lewis Hamilton in red fucking overalls, like blah 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 blah. Like no one ever changed teams before. You know what I mean?
You see him with the 7 windows and the 8th door,
and
it's like, oh, get you in your 8th championship.
So, have you noticed though that he's starting to look like the Predator out of the movie?
Yeah.
Because he's got that whole like Caribbean thing where like he's now bald up to here. His hairline's going further and further back, dead shiny, and then just like Pierre Cone rolls and dreads. So it's like from the front now he looks like a bald man with dreads. Right, so he's starting to look like the Predator. Not a Predator like Jimmy Savile. the Predator.
The alien thing.
Yeah. Is that just me or is anyone else?
No, I see it.
Big shiny forehead.
Totally see it.
And what's her name is back as well. Angela Cullen.
Yes.
She's working with him again this year as part of his team.
Wasn't he? He was in the car yesterday for the first time.
He was driving the car yesterday. Yeah. Just doing laps. Honestly, right. So this is the Lewis Hamilton effect, right? Doesn't matter whether he wins. The single most popular post in Formula 1 was Charles Leclerc lifting the trophy at Monza, right? 4.3 million likes, right? Lewis Hamilton arrives for work, day one, right? 5.3 million likes. First post. Do you know what I mean? And all of those people will buy a cap and a shirt. Do you know what I mean?
Because it's Lewis Hamilton, isn't it?
Because it's Lewis Hamilton. Right, so
Represent the
John
brand.
Elkann,
Chuck out the
like
Mercedes
CEO
AMG
Ferrari,
hats.
was like that. He can't cost too much. He can't cost too much because no matter what he costs us within the first year,
We'll make double.
we'll have made that.
If not,
So he's like Ronaldo going anywhere.
Yeah.
You can pay him what he likes because you know for a fact you're going to get it all back.
Yep.
Within a week.
Trebles.
Yep, absolutely. Right, so we've done UFC, we've done Paddy the Baddy. So didn't really do, but Lewis Hamilton has changed teams.
Yeah.
Whether he'll win or not, I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll see.
I think as long as Charles Leclerc doesn't crumble and just goes, fuck you, whose team's this?
This
you know
is
what I mean?
I'll be first.
You want to be number one, you have to earn it. I've been here longer.
Exactly, you have to prize it out my cold dead hand. Do you know what I mean? One of
Fingers
those.
crossed, not dead.
So, best piece of news that's come out of Formula One this week for me, first time ever, the female race engineer.
Yeah.
Really?
Esteban Ocon has a female race engineer, so Haas are the first Formula One team to put a girl on. We've had Hannah Schmidt, head of tactics and stuff. She's race tactician, and she's been team strategy for ages.
So actual
race engineer. Do you know what I mean? Female race engineer. Haas, hats off to you. Hats off to you. And they've had a great season as well. With unfortunately, they got rid of Gunter. And they've had a great season last year, and that's a smart move. It's a great move, and it's a very forward-facing move.
Absolutely.
So more of that.
Very, very woke.
Lauren Muller is her name, and she's going to be Esteban Ocon's race engineer. Congratulations.
Haas team photographer. I've just followed on Instagram. He's followed me because he's the boyfriend of a girl that works with Helen.
Small world.
Small world.
Yeah, and he's
tenuous.
wherever Haas are test driving now. He's there.
Taking pictures.
Yes. Max.
Nice.
Should
Max
get
Cooper.
Should get Turnip Towers on it.
Yeah.
Staying on F1, and we'll go back to Aston Martin. Apparently, word is, Adrian Newey has already had the conversation about Bylance.
Yeah.
That's got to happen.
You want to win a world championship?
Kind of thought that one already, innit?
Unfortunately, your son isn't part of the equation.
He's got to go.
So that'll be interesting to see how that one pans out. Like Lawrence is going to. You see, the thing is, though, right? There's a whole load of people run that team now. Lawrence Stroll has nothing to do with it. They've recruited literally the
just
best
the money
of the best.
source, isn't he?
He's just the money,
Yeah.
right? So it won't be his choice to fire his son. Very cleverly, he's got a load of people there underneath him, which will just carry out the order, and they won't even need to ask him. It's a team decision. It's a HR decision. And it's a strategy choice.
You've been voted out, Lance.
And
unfortunately,
he shouldn't just merit his place just because his dad does.
Exactly, yeah.
Should he?
No,
exactly, yeah.
It should come down to racing knowledge.
Whether you are good or not.
Exactly.
Whether
You
you're
cost us
fast.
money.
Just because your dad owns the team,
Do you
mate.
crash the car a lot? Do you get many points?
You
No,
cost
not
us
really.
a lot and you don't win.
Have you got like shitty attitude on the radio? Yep, like that. Oh, sorry.
And you
mate.
still look like Lou Ferrigno.
You still look like Lou Ferrigno, and we could still do with you scoring
After
some
a bad
points.
plastic
You know what I
surgery.
mean? Real bad, yeah. So like Lance is down at the bottom of the drivers' table with like a handful of points, and Fernando in the same car is like up here with shitloads of points. You're like,
which one are we going to get rid of?
Okay.
The one who's
So
winning?
if you had two Fernandos driving the car last year, right, you would have ended the championship 6 places higher than you did now, just because one of your drivers didn't hemorrhage a lot of points. So yeah, bye Lance. Love you. Never met you. You might be a really nice guy, but unfortunately, shit driver.
Just 'cause your
He's
dad owns
faster
the
than
team.
me, right? He's not a shit driver. That was a really bad thing to say. He's by no means a shit driver.
Fast racing driver.
He's actually a really, really fast racing driver. He's just not a Formula One fast.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Go back to F2, mate.
Go back to F2. Or like, I don't know, like tobogganing or skiing. There's got to be like
Go-kart.
there's got to be something else you can have a go at. Pottery or, do you know what I mean?
Whatever.
Whatever, mate.
Knitting.
It's not exactly as if you need to make a living out of it, is it? You know what I mean?
Not anymore.
You would be. You'd be like, they shits and gigs. You'd be like, what do I want to do? Like, what do I have to do? Like, what do I want to do?
What if he wants to race?
What if he does? Yeah.
Well, like, go, like, I don't know.
Be good then.
The thing is, though, he's not going to get a seat in another Formula
Hell
is he?
Because he's not going to bring a load of sponsorship from his dad anymore. Because guess what? His dad's got his own team.
So I was see you later. You're going to have to move out.
Yeah. The MotoGP's looking fun this year. Marquez and Pecco Bagnaia sharing a garage now, and it's like the whole script. Every picture of his shaking hands. Like Bezzy mates, you know what I mean? You watch. As soon as the lights go out with that first race, we're like, fuck you. Marquez, like, I don't think Bagnaia is ready for Marquez. Honestly, he's like that. Mark will be Mark, and I will always be a gentleman. Like, so you're admitting that you're going to get beaten already. That you're crying in your excuses.
If he wants to pass, I'm going to let him pass.
He's like that. No, he's coming past.
You don't have a choice.
He's coming past. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm going to let him pass.
Schumacher.
No,
he's coming through.
As much as you say you're letting him.
He's coming through, mate.
And it's either you let him go past, or he takes you off and goes past.
Coming through. So Jorge Martin, as tester in the Aprilia, says it's amazing.
I'm excited.
Like the front end feels like nothing he's ever ridden before. Blah 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 blah. Don't know how much of it is fluff and bluster and this and the other, but I've left it on my phone. One of you's got an Insta handy because something funny came up today, and
did they?
Yeah, the FIA naughty list. So like.
Is it in the group chat?
No, I've not posted. Just search for it, FIA. It's like disciplinary things.
I'm probably crunching really loud here.
So the FIA today have published their sins and penalties thing for this year. So basically, if you talk the FIA down, you can lose championship points for effectively behaviour like swearing in interviews and stuff like that. So you can now lose points.
Wow.
For a third offence. And like wearing t-shirts with slogans like Ben Salomon has really like, it's almost like that's my fucking sport and these are how you play, do you know what I mean? So there's a list of type of offences and then like a table of fine and a 1 month ban. You can be banned from Formula 1 as a driver for a month.
For swearing?
For like a third offence.
Oh my god, poor Max.
Honestly, it's like
he just won't talk, will he? You just
the way it's worded, it's like, oh my god, and it's all FIA. It's not F1, it's FIA. Ooh. So not the license owners, not the rights owners, it's the governing body.
Exactly,
And it's not just F1. It's like, so if you bring motorsport into disrepute, whether it be at an event or outside an event,
you talk bad on us,
the event or social media or anything like that. First offence, 10, 20 grand fine. Second offence, more. Third offence, huge fine. 1 month, up to a 1 month ban from like circuits. You can't go to like the.
Can't even go watch.
You can't even turn up on TS. It's a sit down.
Go try and put it on. Go try and put it on at the telly.
Vinales tried to kill his Yamaha at the end of his contract, and then went and. He was banned from the paddock or something, and then he had to. There was footage of him watching from behind the fences in the public areas. Like, honestly, it's ridiculous how it's gone. It's like, crazy. Wow, come on, really? So Gunter Steiner is generally regarded as one of the most popular faces in Formula 1. Do you know why? Because he swore his head off all through that Netflix show. Do you know what I mean? And like the amount of extra eyeballs that now are on Formula 1. Largely due to Gunter and his swearing on Netflix, right? But you're not allowed to anymore because we personally take offence to it. I'm like, are you kidding?
It just takes away the passion of it, doesn't it? It takes away your heart and everything from it.
Yeah,
you're restricting what people say and what they think. That's just bollocks. I'm sorry, it is. It's bollocks.
I don't want to have to think about what I'm saying.
In the heat of the moment.
Exactly,
This is it. Do you know
people
what I mean?
say things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So fucking what?
So like, have you watched the football game? And like the camera pans through the crowd and they're all going, fuck you, fuck you. You're like, well, so that's okay for the Saturday afternoon for the kids? And it was like, no, I'm personally offended
kids join in.
Exactly, I'm personally offended by it. I don't like it. It's like that. Well, mate, you make the sporting regulations and you
don't get to.
You're not Formula One.
Yeah.
You just govern
That's
the
just taking
sporting
shit.
regulations.
Keep
You know
your
what I
stuff
mean?
on the track. We'll manage the people.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's
we-
exactly. Yeah. Everything else is Formula One asset. The
Yeah.
FIA are there to make sure that the sport is conducted in an appropriate way and
If
managed.
it walks, talks, or breathes, stay away.
Stay the fuck away from it. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're just taking away the passion
That's a
from
really good way of putting it. That. Yeah. So the FIA naughty list, like I said, it's on my phone. I didn't get a chance to
That's
do
ridiculous.
anything with it, but right, we still need to do an assessment on these
I'm not having another
Doritos.
one.
Yeah.
I'm not having
that
another
burnt
one.
his gob off.
I mean, it's fairly easy to see which is the more popular snack.
Yeah.
I prefer the pizza
Pizza
one.
is
from
definitely
Bonneville.
more popular.
I do like them.
They are quite nice. I like the flavour of them.
No
However,
aftertaste.
they're just a bit spicy.
Right.
A bit cardboard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no after.
Yeah, they are. Doritos are, aren't they? Doritos are kind
Right.
of.
It tastes like spice more.
I do like them.
Yes.
A feeling of
Yeah,
spice.
I prefer them. But the ones we had a couple of weeks ago,
They were really good.
they were off the chain.
What are these Doritos?
Flavour, extra flavouring hot.
Extra flame lot. But yeah.
Definitely the pizza.
I do like them. I don't mind them at all.
Yeah, they're alright. I just don't like this place.
Extra flaming.
Not big.
I get these were sort of these picked up, but little. I think they're about £1.79, £2 a
£2
bag, the giant bag, something like that. So
Yeah.
value.
But you get more in the pot.
Honestly, I think I'd buy 2 bags of them over one.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
They're a
Probably
bit
cost the same. You
cardboardy.
probably get the same amount.
A bit cardboardy. I'm
They've
probably
got some
going to
heat
say.
to them. Spicy.
Well, it's a bit one-dimensional, though, isn't it?
It is
It's like
a
it's
little
hot
bit,
and then
yeah.
it stops.
Like, but that has got different flavours, got different levels.
Yeah.
Aftertaste.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
absolutely.
like 20 minutes later, you go.
There's
oh
no
my God,
aftertaste.
bit
Yeah,
of
yeah.
tomato.
Then-
On the rerun when you have a little burp like that.
Yeah, but then they're just heat and cardboardy. But
Okay.
they're not bad.
So, I'm going to say, for value, I can take them or leave them. I'm going to give them a 5.
I was going to say 4.
4, yeah.
I wouldn't buy him, so 0.
Really?
I don't like
Okay.
I'm not a spice man,
There's
I'm
the juice in it. That's
Yeah,
why you have like an
absolutely.
average. So what I'm saying 5, you're saying 4,
Not
9.
four,
I was going to say 4.
You're going to say 4, right? 13.
There you go.
Ooh, buy again?
Nah.
Yeah, I'll probably on the odd occasion, but not like something I'd go out to buy.
So right, we'll do hit, miss, or maybe. So we'll go maybe, and a
Yeah,
maybe
I wouldn't-
means like if I
wouldn't
couldn't
go
find
out
another
to buy.
flavour that I preferred more at the
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it was.
yeah.
We'd buy one of them. Yeah.
I just wouldn't.
But you wouldn't go out to seek them.
No,
Yeah.
but,
They'd
but
be
the
like
other
a
ones
second
that we had a
choice
couple of
pick.
weeks ago, the
Knick-knack looking ones.
the knick-knack
I don't
looking
even know
ones,
what they fucking were.
they were nice.
They were
You,
really
you
good.
would
I
you
couldn't
would buy
stop
them
looking.
again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Right, so we need to get another bag of them, so
We do.
we can add them onto
Yeah.
the list and stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
these ones are
Pretty good.
Yeah,
man.
really, really,
Really good.
Bad boy.
Hey, I've nearly got through. I put 2 little things on. So, our good friend Chris Errington,
Yeah.
big up Chris. He is associated with Andy's Man Club,
Andy's Man Club.
and Andy's Man Club is it's a weekly thing. It's a meeting. I guess it's a bit like Alcoholics Anonymous, except I think it's a Monday. The one in Stafford, and it's basically a load of blokes struggling with stuff. You rock up, you drink tea, you eat biscuits, and you share. And
Boom.
it's a
Talk
huge
about
thing.
stuff.
Talk
Get
about
stuff off your
stuff.
chest.
Get stuff off your chest.
Oh, it is. It's
seek
huge
out
as
some
well, isn't it?
advice
Yeah.
from like-minded people. It's a fabulous thing. We're
Really excited, yeah.
we're pro. It's men's health, men's mental health, and these guys are there for free. You just turn up. You just go on the website, find your local meeting, go along, and a problem shared is a problem halved.
So we're hoping to get him on the show, aren't we?
I've spoken to him about it. He is absolutely mad keen on doing it. He wants to come on, talk to people about it, tell people about it, how to access the service, where the services are, all that kind of stuff.
That'd be great.
And like honestly, I think we should like really
Definitely,
champion
yeah.
it, and
Absolutely.
if we can be ambassadors.
Yep.
I'd love to get involved.
Certainly,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
would. I would love an Andy's Man Club logo on our riding kit.
Yeah.
Because trail centres are full of blokes the right age. Do you know what I mean? It's like that needs to be somewhere where
We'll
Andy's Man
hook
Club
up.
does
We'll get
it.
it involved.
So we're going to try and get Chris up. If we can't get him up, we'll get him in on the screen.
live,
we'll
yeah,
do like
live,
teams,
live.
whatever we have to do.
Yep.
I think his son does like rugby on a Thursday, so we might have to do teams to start with. But
we could just do this another night.
well,
To
I
sit
said
in,
to him,
really.
look, I'm that keen on doing this. I want to do it that much that If he can tell us what week he can come up and what day,
Yeah.
we'll do the
We'll
potty
do
on.
it.
We'll do
That's
the potty
right,
on
exactly.
that night.
We'll
That's
be
the
flexible
from him, innit? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If he tells us what day it is, we're all flexible. We'll do the potty on that day. It's important enough to move.
Of course it is,
You know what I mean?
It's
Just to do it on a different day.
That's for me,
All of
isn't
us.
it? On a
Yeah,
screen,
yeah,
innit?
it is.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely great thing. Go find him on social media, Andy's Man
Andy's
Club.
Man Club.
There will be a meeting near you. If you're struggling with stuff, if you've got no one to talk to, if you just need to get a load off, hit them up on the internet, find where your local meeting is, turn up, warm welcome, a cup of tea, and a load of like-minded people that they're all there for the same reasons.
Yeah.
So
No judgments,
do yourself a favour, find yourself at Andy's Man Club. Or reach out to any of us. Do you know what I mean? Like we've all been through it in some way or another. It's important, and we keep coming back to it. Like you need to be talking about this stuff. You need to be talking. You need to be talking to people. There can't be a stigma attached to it.
It's not an embarrassment.
It's not. It's not. The amount of people that find themselves in these situations with nowhere to turn, and you know, this.
I mean,
is
even if you talk to someone about the stuff that's not actually doing you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just
You're
talk.
just talking about
talk.
stuff.
Just talk.
Helps.
Just
It
Just
does
connect.
help.
You
It doesn't
might
have to
not
be
have
about shit that's
specific
bothering you.
problems. You might just be lonely.
Yeah, just
Exactly.
talk.
You know what I mean? That's
And that's what
us
it's
back.
there for.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
For people to connect.
Just speak
Andy's
to
Man
people.
Club,
Simple.
we're all over
Google
it.
them, Facebook, whatever.
Link will be down
Andy's
below.
Man Club.
Are they on
Find
Instagram?
yourself.
They're on Instagram?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all over the place, mate.
So nice.
Reach out, find out where the nearest meeting is, get yourself down there, and go and talk to some like-minded people, some very supportive people going through similar things, and you know, problem shared is problem half.
Different levels, bro.
More on that in future episodes.
Cool.
Brings us to
I think we're done.
quickly,
Yeah.
quickly, have we heard from Charlie recently? Any?
I haven't in the last few weeks now.
Hope you're well, mate. Which
astrology.
leads us on to
We've actually got cookies today.
guess who got the chippy?
Thanks for not giving me a red one.
Right, yeah, we'll open the ball.
Even after the batter in the ad.
What?
Even after the batter in the gave for Anyway.
There you go.
Are you ready? What's your star sign?
Scorpios.
Scorpios. Pin them back.
Your real fortune is inside you.
Let's split him open and see how,
See
how much he's worth.
What's your word, man?
Strange. I'm a Virgo. So our fortunes are lucky's on your side today.
Good one. What, just today?
It's on this
today.
done.
I
So
was going to
right,
say,
yeah,
that's
come on.
shit. Well, if you got that at like 8 o'clock this morning,
Yeah.
yes.
But now it's like the day's nearly done. Aries. Good food brings good health, which makes for a longer life.
chew that like.
Whoa, there you go with your
Peppercorn
peppercorn
sauce.
sauce. Honestly, it's like reading your star signs, and no matter what it says, you somehow manage to fit it into your life, don't you?
That peppercorn sauce
Big
was
enough
off
to-
the chain. It was the best one I've ever tasted. Seriously.
Pisces.
There you go.
For the rest of the year.
Or just this
Oh
week,
yeah,
I
I'll
just
get on
said-
this. Like, whereas yours was like nearly out of time, right?
Yours is just beginning, isn't it?
Good luck will come in the springtime. I've got time to prepare for my good luck.
Get your affairs in
Good luck will come in the springtime.
The spring.
If you're a Pisces, that would be normally when we come out of hibernation and like, I know we're there, our eyes open, doing all that kind of stuff, but we really come into our own in the spring. I'm beginning to sound like an actual Russell Harty kind of thing. We come into our own in the spring, Pisces.
Coming out of
like that.
hibernation.
Hook off!
You'll probably still be asleep on the couch in spring.
So I'll be out of hibernation then. I'll be out on my mountain bike. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. So, any other business?
No.
I think that's it.
That was pretty.
All good.
Yeah, it was alright though.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Comment.
Drop us a
Comment.
message in the comments. Turns out the
Absolutely.
person that left us a message that we didn't think we knew,
Go.
we actually know.
20.
Fox!
Yeah, Fox. What else do we have to say?
Teach Craig. Years ago.
Big up to the sponsors.
Lonard.
Absolutely. Lonard.
Right behind us there.
Yes.
Keep trying to break that watch. To be fair, we've taken it
been on
downhill
plenty
and
of
we've
rides.
taken it
Taken a
enduro
lot
riding.
downhill.
Where haven't we taken it? We need to go and do like some other stuff with it now. See if we can break. Actually, what does it take to break that watch?
Just got it.
Is that the challenge?
Without actually like hitting it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much is too much?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Right, so until next time.
Stop your fingers for Chris.
Hang on.
How long should I make it last? Go on.
7 seconds is usually pretty good.
Until next time.
Keep
it
it
real.
Toilet me.